Welcome to another segment of Top Apps. Zach here, and Selamat Merdeka to everyone else out there. Now, it's a season of patriotism, and I was thinking, what's more patriotic than actually knowing what's going on in the world around us and in our country? So I figured let's go find a news app, and I found a really nice local news app, and it's called Spot News My. Now, specifically My because there is an Indonesian and Singapore version, but Spot News actually is one of the best news readers I've come across out there, and it just really does cater to the local scene, sourcing local news sources, and it's really easy to read and all sorts of really nice, cool features that just makes absorbing the news so much easier. So let's jump into the app and I can show you what it really is about. As soon as you launch it up, it's going to ask you for what language you want to speak, English, Malay, or Chinese. Because it sources from all the local news sources, it's actually got multiple languages, which is fantastic for a local audience. But once you jump in, it's going to start asking you what categories you like to curate for your news experience. So it's got top stories, national news, international news, technology, even YouTube stars. And it's got really cool sections like that, and you get to pick and choose and order them in the way you like. Now, the actual experience of using Spot is really easy. It sort of takes from the concept of actually having a newspaper where you're flipping left and right, turning the pages. But in this case, instead of turning the pages left and right, you're turning the pages up and down. I kind of prefer this over the sort of infinite scroll method that a lot of websites and other apps use, because the infinite scroll method does sort of feel like it's never-ending news, and it gets very daunting when there's so much news out there and you're trying to figure out what's going on, and it's just so difficult. And this sort of pieces the news articles together really nicely. And when you tap on it, it opens up the news article, and it's got lots of sharing features from outside on the main page and also from inside the app. You get to share it to all your favorite apps, to social media very easily. It integrates very easily with everything there. And you can quite easily turn left and right to go to different sections, from lifestyle, technology, international news, YouTube stars. Very cool. Having a look at the options here, we can go ahead and go to My Sections, and you can see the different sections that you got here. And if you want to add them in, you just tap on it. And if you want to remove something, you just tap on something else. That's about it. And you can, of course, tap and hold to rearrange them in whichever order you like. Finally, the app does actually have a sort of reminder feature. So it can take the top story, or what it thinks is the most important story going on right now, and you can set a reminder for morning, afternoon, and evening, so you can get 3 reminders a day with 3 different stories, or you can turn it off if you don't want any reminders at all. But it just sort of helps keeping up to date with what's going on, because a reminder can pop up, you can read the headline, you can see some of the text, and then it's just something that, oh, okay, that's going on right now. And if you see something that's really relevant, then you can jump right into the app from that notification. So overall, Spot News My is a very easy to use app, and it really does cater to the local audiences. And I've been through many different news apps in the past, and this one really is one of the nicest.